Hello, everyone. My name is Olga Diupina, and today I would like to present you my research on English language learners, community left behind for my Honors 361 class. I would like to start by defining who are ELO students for the purpose of this project. So typically, ELO students are someone who speak a different language at home. So English is not their first language. And actually, most of those ELO students are born in the United States currently. And the ELO programs typically do vary state by state. So it's very hard to define what each program will look in every state. So some of the more statistics is right now, ELO students are over 10% of the student population, which is 5 million students. However, it's estimated that they will rise to over 25% of students in the US by 2027. Additionally, only 63% graduate high school versus a 82% national average for an average high school student. And if they do graduate high school and choose to go on to college, only 12% of ELO students do end up graduating compared to the 60% national average. So my research question for this project is, what role do teachers play in the experience of ELO students in the eyes of the teachers themselves? So ELO students interact with a lot of people on their daily basis, and primarily it's their teachers and parents. However, there's several subgroups that go into it. But for the purpose of this project, I'm looking specifically on the ELO student and teacher relationship. So what are my methodologies for this project? So I planned to interview 10 teachers from different disciplines in order to get different perspective. From there, I create concepts and connections from the interview. And finally, I want to provide analysis of those findings. So the interview process, right now, I was able to interview 4 teachers. However, I hope to go on with this project and interview even more. So right now, the 4 teachers I interviewed are from various disciplines, as I mentioned. So it's from English, history, and Spanish. There's also a variety of high schools represented, and they're all based in different socioeconomic neighborhoods. All of them were asked about 5 to 7 questions, depending on the interview, and the interviews were conducted via Zoom and recorded for my future reference. So some of the results I experienced so far is an overwhelming support to increase support for students. So ensure that they have necessary resources needed for them to go to college and achieve their goals. Additionally, a lot of teachers talked about encouraging students to attend college, making sure that they understand that they can go to college and they're totally able to do so. And finally, ensuring that the students are involved in extracurricular activities, because it's very important for college applications and overall student involvement. So when students do get involved in sports or clubs, it's they're more likely to succeed as they make more friends, and it helps them adapt to new culture and learn the language. So some of the questions I asked is, what are some ways you can improve college access for low students? And all of the teachers responded that they want to provide resources for those students. Some of the teachers suggested to have a mindset on a college track, and some suggested to utilize technology to make sure that students understand how technology can play a role and how to use it. Another question that I found was interesting was, what are some of the challenges teachers face when interacting with their students on a daily basis? And all of them mentioned language, of course, as the biggest challenge. However, one of the teachers did not mention culture as a challenge and said that they were able to interact with the student no matter what, and they were able to find common ground besides some cultural challenges. Some of the potential outcomes I hope to achieve from this project once I was able to interview all the 10 teachers is, of course, bring awareness to the allow community and the daily struggles they face, and ensure that they're paid attention to and lawmakers are able to create policy for them. I also hope to apply for an Oscar project to take this project on a bigger scale, interview more teachers, and get a variety of different perspectives. And finally, I hope to create a federal policy change that ensures that ALO students are awarded equal access to the education and equal opportunities as everyone else. This is some of my works cited sources used in this presentation. And thank you very much. And do you have any questions?